As the NHL season winds down and the anticipation for playoffs builds, Montreal Canadiens fans find themselves once again on the sidelines as the development continues. So we're at the point watching as the hopes of ending the 31-year Canadian Stanley Cup drought rest on other teams' shoulders. Back in my day as a young fan, eagerly awaiting this wonderful moment, we'd gravitate towards another team to root for when ours was eliminated. And back then, that would definitely be a Canadian team. This year, Canadiens faithful witnessed tightly contested games against two of these hopefuls who graced the ice of the Bell Centre, the Edmonton Oilers and the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Canadiens held up remarkably well, thanks in part to the stellar goaltending of Samuel Montembeault. With the Oilers in town, the aura surrounding their visit is electrified by the sheer stardom of Connor McDavid. With every glide across the ice, McDavid evokes memories of hockey legends past, reminiscent of the days when Wayne Gretzky donned the Team Canada or Oilers jersey and came in town. And now, with the return of another Oilers legend, Paul Coffey behind the bench, the nostalgia is palpable, weaving a tapestry that connects generations of hockey greatness. On the flip side, the arrival of the Maple Leafs brings a different kind of energy to Montreal. It's a blend of rivalry and reverence as Leaf Nation descends upon the Bell Centre, their passion for the blue and white stretching across borders. Through decades of highs and lows, Toronto's loyal fan base has remained unwavering, their journey marked by moments of heartbreak and fleeting glimpses of glory. But amidst the fervor of the clash between these two hockey heavyweights lies a subplot of individual brilliance. Connor McDavid, with his eye on the record books, seeks to etch his name along the immortals of the game by reaching the elusive 100-assist season club, alongside three other giants of the game. Meanwhile, Auston Matthews, with a fading but still flickering hope, pursues the dream of a 70-goal season, a feat not seen in over 3 decades and only accomplished by 8 other players. But beyond this most recent matchup, one wonders if this is the dream showdown destined for the Stanley Cup final stage. In the Western Conference, the Edmonton Oilers stand as a powerhouse, the remarkable evolution of Connor McDavid's game, a transformation that has seen him shift from merely a goal-scoring sensation to a masterful playmaker. No longer burdened by the weight of carrying the team single-handedly, McDavid has embraced his role as a facilitator, orchestrating plays with finesse and precision, and lifting players like Zach Hyman to a 50-goal season. It's about the collective effort to seize the crucial moments, to score that big goal or make that pivotal save when it matters most. It's about the resilience to bounce back from setbacks, the determination to overcome defensive struggles with a few extra pieces that can add depth and character. There are also 2 other Canadian teams that have emerged this year: the Vancouver Canucks, who find themselves near the top of the standings, and the Winnipeg Jets, who have shown promise but have often faltered in the playoffs. However, despite their strong regular season performances, both teams lack the playoff experience necessary to make a deep postseason run. Now, there's also a sense of nostalgia as we approach the 30-year anniversary of the Rangers-Canucks Stanley Cup final, especially considering that both teams currently sit atop the standings. Meanwhile, the Toronto Maple Leafs find themselves facing familiar demons. Despite their regular season success, history remains a formidable foe, unable to advance deep into the postseason. Despite finally breaking through with a series win in 2023 for the first time since 2004, the Leafs still find themselves this year behind both Florida and Boston. So I don't expect fans to be too confident this time around. They've never managed to win 3 series in a single playoff year, as most Stanley Cups prior to 1967 only required 2 playoff series wins. Even their closest brush with Stanley Cup glory in 1993 was thwarted, with 1 game separating them from the final, a game famously stopped by the legendary Wayne Gretzky. There was that exception in 1932 where they advanced in 3 series to win the Cup, taking the first one on aggregate goals after a 2-game split with the Chicago Blackhawks.
There's going to be viewers out there from Leaf Nation, and I went out to one of the boutiques and I bought a Toronto Maple Leaf hat. I want you to know that the first time that a team called the Toronto Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup, my father was the coach, and I was 1 month old. Got some blue and white blood floating through my system, and I could wear that hat anytime I wanted.
Indeed, in hockey as in life, we often glean more wisdom from failure than from success. Both the Edmonton Oilers and the Toronto Maple Leafs have endured their fair share of disappointments over the years. Despite the weight of past heartbreaks, there's a sense that both teams can approach this postseason with less pressure and more confidence. Expectations are carefully tempered, so what remains is focusing on mental strength and positivity. They can envision victory and harness the joy of the game. And for many fans in this nation, this could be considered a dream final. Now, let's see what the cards have in store. Now, to me, there have just been so many strange signs, like seeing the Vincent D'Anfos documentary this season, getting his rookie card signed this season. Then there was the Dick Irvin story and his connection with the Leafs, followed by watching the touching miniseries on Borja Salming, The Journey of a Legend, and that led me to watch the documentary on former Leafs owner Harold Ballard. Now, I'm just an observer, but if I had to make a pick, I'd go with where my heart lies, with my childhood heroes. So I'd love to hear from the fans about how confident they are that their team can finally end that Canadian drought.